Hey, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I am Gamion. I will be your game developer for the stream. AAA developer by day and indie by nights and weekends. I've been working on an online multiplayer soccer brawler called Field of Heroes for about 4 years now. And this evening, I'm going to work a little bit more on the health bars and some optimizing that needs to be done. Hopefully, I will get the demo out in spring. There's still a fair bit of work left, but we are getting things knocked out left and right. So, go ahead and get started here on the health bars. So, the current health bar is just a straight up kind of simple bar with a frame, very, very thin frame around it. So, I want to tweak that up a little bit to make it look nicer, something like this maybe. So, oh, and Mega Kitty's here. Let's all say hi to Mega Kitty. Hope she doesn't leave. Well, anyway, she's getting comfortable, so we'll let her be for a little bit. And back to this health bar here. Let's go ahead and crop the content. Oh, don't want to do that yet. Let's do image, cropped content. Okay, that's better. Let's just do it a bit more. Okay, and then save that. And export. Alright, so before I bring that in, I need to do a little cleanup right here. Alright, so this needs to go. So this whole cooldown overlay, first of all, that should be in its own canvas. Let's go ahead and move those here. As soon as I find a place for this canvas, bring it right here, maybe. Alright, is Big Kitty comfortable finally? Oh, or did she leave? Oh, she's probably bundled in there on the left. Yeah, yeah, see it moving a little bit. Alright, she's buried herself under the blanket. So, that's probably the last you see of her in a little bit. Anyway, let's move the cooldowns overlay into the canvas here. Alright, that's good. And we're just going to hide the whole thing, because we're not going to use this. This was experimental. I'm probably not going to use it. But I don't want to throw it away either, because it took a little bit of work to get things wired in. There. Okay, so you can see the frame is very, very thin. There's the overlay, then the health bar, and the health bar value. I think the health bar is the frame. Let's see. Okay, so that's right. It's sort of a dark background, and then this goes on. All right, so let's bring in the new one. So let's in the overlay. Let's add an image. And this will be health bar frame. I don't think it needs to be a property. All right, let's bring in that frame. There, that's better. Oh, it's over there. Let's move it up. Can we get away with this? Ooh, there we go. Alright, and then I would move the... Alright, so we got the background here. Let's move that. Oh, it's centered. Yeah, what's it? Okay, there's the overlay. So you want to move this up a bit. Excuse me. Here and here. Okay, let's see how that looks. First of all, I'll make sure I'm in standalone, good. Then I'll switch to blue, red or blue team, and then we'll see. Alright, well, first of all, it needs to be moved down a bit. So we'll move it down. I don't know, other than that, looking here, it's not terrible. I cannot decide if I like it more than the old one, which is just a simple frame. Which is not really that inspired. So there's a container. Now let's move these both down. Okay, that's a better position. I don't know, let's want to see it on the field, I think. It's going to take a moment to load because it's loading all the animations, the textures, particles, mostly animations though. That seems to take up a lot of the time. Okay, let's see. You leave the Wednesday time slot and you just slide into it right at exactly 6:30. Nice. Well, yeah, I thought about this earlier today and I thought maybe I could stream a little bit. Alright, so I think I like the new design a little better. I'm just wondering about that gold trim. Maybe it should be like a trim that's darker but tuned to the hue of the player, team color. That's what I'm thinking. And I'm also going to do something else. Unfortunately, yeah, it's good to span days. Well, I'll tell you, especially when you want to try and get the demo out, I've really got to stream more often. I'm going to roll back the demo, or the changes I made to the toolbar real quick in the game, because I think it's easier to maintain if I have two separate overlays. So let me roll back my changes to the nameplate. Because when the demo's out, I should be streaming like every day practically. It's going to be a real run. Even the days leading up to it. Probably need to stream 2, 3, 4 times a week. So, but it is difficult with the work schedule. Most days I come home, like mentally need a rest and all that. But other days I come home and I'm still got some energy left. And those are the days I like to stream. Now this goes for Saturday and Sunday too. In fact, Sunday I had a pretty good crowd. I had to raid off with like 10 people almost. All right, so we're going to do a little cleanup again. First, we're going to move the cooldown into its own canvas. Let me move it down here a bit. There. And then we'll hide it like before. And let's hide it from this interface. It would help if you did a pre-recorded roll of your game live all day. Never thought of that. Are you referring to, like, for instance, the Adorable Kittens, where they just play a video of the cats and they just leaves it on without development or anything? I don't remember ever seeing a game developer do that. Alright, so we got the health container. So this is the kind of the legacy one. So we'll say, well, actually no, we're going to make a copy of this. This will be a backup. Health container backup. So if I ever want to go back to how I had it before, I can just do it. Yes, for periods at a time. Okay, so you see other streamers play a previous VOD going all night long and they're asleep. Oh, okay. So I could basically do... Yeah. So I could kind of do a couple, maybe do some few hours of streaming, just the gameplay, and then take that VOD, download it, and then just play it live and have a banner, have a label that says, replay or something like that. Okay, let's make that invisible. So I'll have to think on that. Okay, and there's a Twitch or OBS option to let viewers know you're not there. Okay, I'll have to try that. I gotta ask around. I gotta ask other developers if they know about that. So I'll make a note of that. Okay, so we got the backup. Now we're gonna bring in the new health bar again. Then we're gonna bring in nameplate border. What do I call it? Nameplate frame. Okay, that should be in the same canvas. Stretch this out. It does look a bit stretched. I can probably address that actually. Let me do that for. I'll address that in a bit. And then we're gonna make this overlay take up a little more space. So we get rid of the black frame. There. Okay, so now it's... Oh, we got a little bit of spillage over there. Let's, this side. Oh, we had that before. I just never saw it. Okay, so I need to make the background shaped just like this. Well, that's fine. Alright, so let me see what we got so far. Oh, no, I want to go in the danger room. Okay. So we're almost back to where we were before, but we got that little spillage there coming out from the corners of the health bar. But that's fine, we can deal with that. Oh yeah, I gotta move it down too. So we're gonna move this whole thing down. That's better. Still get a bit of bleeding from the top. But I'm not seeing it from here. Okay, that's better. Alright, so, gold trim. I think I want to make the trim the same color as the team, but darker. Yeah, I just don't think a gold trim... I'm going to preserve it, but it may not be what we want. Alright, and another thing I want to do is make it so the tips aren't so pointed. Yeah, so I'm going to rein those in a little bit. So we're going to make this wider from the original. That's pretty good. So let's move this layer, top layer, here. Let's make this. New layer. Let's not use that. Let's take a part of the layer that doesn't really have many scratches on it. I think this looks pretty good. We're gonna need one more after this. Go. So this will make the edges a little wider, or trim a little shorter is what we want. Then I'm gonna, let's merge all this down. It's one layer to make it easier to continue. Now let's duplicate this layer and then make it grayscale. And then we're going to make it darker. Not too dark. Okay, let's try this. I wish I could see. I wish I could see without that anchor thing. That's really getting in my way. Okay. Didn't look like it helped that much. It's definitely wider, but doesn't look like it helped too much. Let's see how it looks right now. Well, that's better, I think. But now we gotta tint it. Perfect. I wonder if this will work out of the box. Okay. The question is that too dark? Well, let's go and imagine and see. Yeah, it's a bit dark. Extrude that. Let's export that. Re-import. Give it a go. Still looks a bit dark. Hypnotic Games, welcome. So glad to see you here. For those of you who just joined, I am Gamion. I am your game developer for this evening. I'm AAA by day and indie by night and weekends. And you're all in for a treat because I'm going to show you the online multiplayer 5v5 PvPvE soccer brawler I'm working on called Fuel the Heroes. Now let's see if I can get lucky with not having the game crash on me this time. And I will show you all how that works. But before that, let's give you a shout out to Hypnotic Games, who has graced us with their presence, working on an amazing game.
Why do you look like you're in a geometry dash level? I don't know. Because I am.
Oh, that was short. Can you give us a link to anything you got on Bobble Shop Simulator? Maybe 300 wish lists? Oh, give us the store page so we can wish list it. All right, thank you for the store page. Bobble Shop Simulator. Oh, you and me both. Yeah, well, my page still has like 5-6 month old content. It really needs to be updated. It's very quick. The screenshots are fairly up to date, but the rest, not. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, I like the idea. I like how you use sort of a kind of a time lapse to show you how your store can grow. So everyone, make sure you give it a wish list and support this project and support your local indie developer. Speaking of projects, now I'm going to show you what I've been working on lately. How did you do the transition thing? It's all scripted in Godot for that ending. Yeah, I wrote custom blueprint and script for my game for my trailer too. So this is my online PvP 5v5. I'm going to do a custom gameplay for you. But yeah, you can quick match, jump right in if you'd like. We're going to play in the Unknown Ruins. That's the kind of the standard field. And so you can play from one of 9 different heroes. You have 3 forwards, 3 midfielders, and 3 defenders. The forwards are typically faster but weaker. The midfielders are sort of the support, the medics, the buff, sources of your team. They help you get the ball from one side to the other. Your defenders will, of course, try to keep the ball from being scored, but defenders can be played as offense if you want. Just play it your way. Now, each hero has a weapon and 3 abilities. 1 dash, 1 offense, 1 defense. And this is made in Unreal Engine. I've been at this in my free time for 4 years. Yeah. Let's see how I stole the ball and knocked him down. Oh, now I'm getting crushed. The AI backfill, so you don't have to wait 20 years for a cube to fill. And players can join mid-game, so a computer player will literally disappear, and a new player will take your place. That was a good goal. And you can switch heroes mid-game as well, and balance your team out to be a good counter for the other team. So yeah, so we got my turret here. That took them down. Oh, and they used your ability on me. And I also have a spike trap ability. That'll slow them down if they run over there. I'll tell you, the game is way more exciting when you got like 9 players and you got 9 bots. Believe me, I've done a few playtests with 9 players, and they were just so much fun. And that will be the important thing is getting more players in, making sure that I can get the wish lists I need to get noticed on Steam, and I can switch over to a melee hero who's pretty powerful actually. Oh, look at that! That was great. That was a great play. I got crushed. And I got incapped too many times, so I have to respawn at my goal. Ah, got him. Ooh, blocked it. Okay, now I'll show you the special power of this guy is he can turn into a were-orc. And they can really deal some damage. But it's for a limited time, so you gotta hurry up. Oh, dropped a log. That's probably one of my favorite abilities is the log drop. because the centaur is a lumberjack by trade. So that kind of goes with the story a little bit. There's actually is a like background to these characters that I just haven't really found a place for them to put it yet. So currently this game is in playtest. It's sort of a special mode that Steam will allow developers to put up their games without third-party pre-themed Steam themes. Playtests are designed for getting feedback from players for games like this that need a lot of feedback. And so yeah, theoretically, if you want to play right now, you can just go to Steam, go to the store page, and I'll link it, and then just sign up for the playtest, and you're good to go. You can play with your friends, you can invite your friends. So let me go ahead and put that up real quick. Find the terrain. And I'll show you real quick, is one of the other maps. So let's do another custom play real quick. And we're going to do, Mount Pinatubo, I think, will be fun. Another thought, it may help to have a little window in the corner describing the process you just mentioned during gameplay. And this is a match in a volcano. I don't know of any other soccer games on Steam that let you play in a volcano. And this has sort of a meta game to it. You see these floating boulders? You gotta avoid those boulders. Because there's an earthquake going on right now. I buffed my team, so now we're stronger and faster. Oh. And he still got me. And the other ability this hero has is to mute other players, so they're unable to use their abilities for a few seconds. And that can be very strategic at the right time. Oh! Get knocked down. Whoa.
Ouch.
I was running in. Alright, let's... Alright. Strong again.
Ouch.
See, this is the importance of midfielders. They buff your teammates, and they debuff your opponents. So don't underestimate that. I've seen goals get scored because of buffs at the last second. Whoa. Easy work. So I'm going to force this match to end to show you the sequence when a match ends. So we do have MVPs and accolades in this game. And a leaderboard. And the very last thing I'll show you here, let's go to more custom game, is something I just finished like last night. Let's go to the Coliseum. Something I finished late last night, be the Wizard. And when that is, the ability to see your hero's abilities and keyboard bindings from the F1 key. Now, if you've ever played a hero shooter, you know that you can just press F1 to see what your actions are. We have that here too. So now we have the, it's semi-transparent, so you can see what's going on over there if you need to. But yes, you have your ranged midfield. You have your stats here, your bindings, all that. You just appear and disappear. That is a brand new feature. It just came in. So yeah, this field has a metagame as well. There are coins that spawn at random, like here. And if you collect enough coins, then mercenaries will come fight for you. And the computer scored against me, making me look bad in front of the audience. So let's want to see those mercenaries. I haven't tested this in a while. I want to make sure the mercenaries still work. Oh, teleport. Oh, there's a coin that's going to spawn right here. Oh, they got it. Okay, they got one more coin to collect, and then they're gonna get the mercenaries. All right, here they come. Oh, well, animation needs a little work, but yeah, they are not happy with me. So yeah, they got health, limited health, but wow, AI took them down pretty quick. Actually, give them more health. Oh, it's mine. And here come our mercenaries. We just paid. They're gonna come help me. The blue is a little bit tinted wrong. I may need to fix that tint a bit. So now the mercenaries are going after the enemy. We need to make them follow each other's colliders too. Yeah, so in this case it's 3 archers. So yeah, there are metagames in this, and I kind of took the cue from Heroes of the Storm. But unlike Heroes of the Storm, where'd he come? Oh wow, he's really got to fix his animation. Unlike Heroes of the Storm, though, they're not meant to be like big game changers or anything. They're just they sway the match, but not that much. He's still alive. So, yep, those are the mercenaries. So, let's quit out here. And again, that's Field of Heroes. And if you like what you see, then go ahead and wishlist it on the Steam store page. I'm hoping to get a demo out in spring. Got lots of stuff I need to do first. Tonight I'm working on the health bars, making them look better. Following that, I'm going to do some optimizations. I had a special play test earlier this, late last week, or was it this weekend? So I ran the game on 2 machines at home. One of them is like an 8-year-old custom gaming rig, and the other one was my main computer. And I found that certain things were taking way longer than they should have. Animations, behavior trees, updating the crowd. This time, these milliseconds add up. And I believe I was getting like sub 20 FPS on that gaming rig. And it's a gaming rig, even if it is 8 years old. And I thought, well, I need to fix that. Because in this game, the players are also the servers. It's kind of chosen, like if there's no games available, then you self-host and then people join your game. That said, you're going to be managing 9 other players, so the CPU needs to be real tight. Fortunately, older machines will expose these slownesses, and then once I fix them, then I think we have a better chance of players not having too much performance issues when they're hosting. But that's going to come a little later tonight. So I was just testing again the health bars. So I have this gym. Let me bring this back here. So I have this gym. That's what we call in the industry. This is what we call test levels. We call them gyms. And then this is where we test our abilities. We test status effects. We test a bunch of stuff. So these are new health bars, and yeah, I think I want to make it a little brighter. And so let's go to our nameplate. This is the widget that makes our nameplate happen. Yeah, health bar brush color. Okay, health bar team color key. So the team colors are defined in what are called data assets. So let me pull up the blue team. So this is the blue team data asset. This is the team ID, display name, and the colors and particle systems, and even the HUD elements that pertain to this team. I want to find a better color for, let's see, so we got get health bar brush color. Let's make a new function called get health bar frame color. And we're going to pick a different, we're going to make a new property to choose from. That'd be health bar frame. Let's see, health bar frame team color key. Plug that in. Alright, and then what key should we use? Let's go back and to health bar color. Okay, what should we make this? So nameplate.health. So it's in here somewhere. Alright, so, oh, that's actually pretty bright. It doesn't hardly get brighter than that. Okay, well, I'll have to make the core asset brighter then. So let's, so we already got the original here in kind of a gold tint. Let's make this brighter. Like this. Let's try that. And then let's see how that looks. Better. Let's see, yeah, let's run with that. Let's see how it looks in a match. So I can play the match in Unreal Editor. We call it Pi, Play in Editor. But the first time you do it, it's slow because it has to load a bunch of resources, mostly animations actually here. It has to load the meshes, the textures, all that. But once it's all loaded, then you're good to go. Let's see how these health bars look. Okay, so that's better than before. I don't know, I kind of want them a little brighter. So that's good. If I can... Oh, can I do it from here? Could. Yeah, well, let's see what happens. Let's see how it looks. Yeah, I like that better. Let's see how the red team looks. Actually, you know what? That's maybe a bit too bright. It looks like it's part of the actual bar. Let's bring that to 1.5. Yeah, I think it's more stylized than the plain old black frame, you know, and I think I might keep this. I think I'm gonna warm up to this. The thing is, I have used the same health bar for almost 4 years now, and I'm so used to it that anything that isn't the original looks odd to me. So I'm gonna give this some time and see if I like it or not. But I'm thinking I'm gonna keep it. And the nice thing is, if I change my mind, then I can always go back to the widget and restore the old health bar. So yeah, I think this is looking good. So let's commit that source control. Also, I like to close the editor just to make sure I have nothing unsaved and make sure that everything gets committed to source control. Stylize health bar. Hero nameplate, health bar. Oh, wait a minute. What about the other health bars? Like the, I gotta double check that I'm using that the other health bars are still updated. For instance, remember those mercenaries that you saw 5 minutes ago? I want to make sure that those are also consistent, because I believe they are their own health bar. So I'm going to start going to mercenary. Or I can just search all my content for nameplate. Oh yeah, here we go. The mercenary, using the plain one. Although, you could make the case that maybe the hero should have their own style of nameplates. Yeah, I think I'll leave it that way and see how it goes. They stand out more. And I'm not going to roll back that work I've already done. So, do that. There. The other thing I'm going to work on this evening is optimization. So we'll go back to that text file I had, the blueprint update animation task. In fact, I'll show you the profile I ran. If I see if I still have that. Yeah, playtesting, perf playtest. Yeah, client traces. So I'll open the Unreal Insights. Anytime now. It'll open anytime. There we go. Those are editor. Nope. Those I don't need anymore. Let's see if I can copy this. Nope. I have to copy it manually. But I want to show you the profile that I used to figure out what was slow. I don't know how Godot does it. I haven't done it, well, I haven't done it in Unity for a long time. So, let's see, I don't have networking. Okay, so this is the performance graph for the server when I was testing. This is the 8-year-old machine, and these are some of the nasty frame rates I was getting. So the higher this is, the worse it is. So here I was getting 18 frames per second on an 8-year-old gaming rig here. So I looked into why. So I take one frame. One frame took 54 milliseconds to render, and I wanted to understand why. So I think CPU. I forgot how this was grouped. I guess timer type. Okay, CPU. Yeah, game frame. Let's do instance. Okay, so we'll take let's take a random. Okay, so we zoom in, and we see. Let's go to the game thread here. This is everything that's highlighted in this blue is done in one frame. And here's the blueprint update animation. This means, yeah, 1 millisecond just updating one hero's animation. That's terrible. You got 10 heroes up to 10 heroes on the screen. That's 10 milliseconds, and you got, I think, to get 60 frames per second, I think it's what, 16 milliseconds? I forget what that was. But it is. But anyway, this is way too long, and a lot of it was in here. The update character movement. Oh, and update grounded rotation is also slow. So let's look at those. Update grounded rotation. So we're going to look at Ellis. This is their animation blueprint. Update ground rotation. Here we go. So this is what we call blueprint. It's like visual code in a way. It kind of starts here, and goes kind of from left to right in this particular graph. And based on your actions, it does different things. So one of my approach to making this faster, because I don't think I can reduce the number of times it's called easily, is to refactor this from Blueprint into native code. And that is always a joy. Before I do, I want to make sure that, update movement values. Oh, that's another one I got to look at too. Yeah, so I got a couple of functions that need to be cleaned up. Let's look at update movement values. Yeah, so it doesn't look really big, but it is very slow. And I don't think Unreal Insights will let me, I guess I'm done with this. Unreal Insights will let me sort. Maybe it can. Yeah, update movement values, look at that. Oh yeah, it's got to be sorted by time. Here we go. That's what I wanted to see. Let me move this, make it easier for you to see. So here, let's see, CPU, that's GPU. Go to CPU. And we're sorting inclusive frame time. So what do we got? So we got PSO, so not worried about that. This should be for one frame though. There we go. Wow. But we have, actor component ticks, world ticks. So with experience, you kind of better understand what these are and how to deal with them. And before I go any further, let me check on Mega Kitty and see how she's doing. Oh, she's got her paw out. She's sleeping happily. Alright, so back to this. CPU, so sorted on that. Animation. Yeah, this gets down to the real fine details here. And a lot of it is rendering related, but also, what's this? Yeah, variable query test, that's another one that needs to be cleaned up. Yeah, ABP animations here. So, yeah, there's so many things I could probably try to speed up here, but this graph is easier for me to read. So we're going to go back to that one. And again, it's probably because I'm reading it before in the past. So what we got? So back to the CPU thread. If I can find it. Yeah, game thread. So game thread. What's some low-hanging fruit? What would take? Update movement values looks pretty expensive. But so is this. Update grounded rotation. Alright, so we'll focus on update grounded rotation. So to nativize this, I basically need to figure out all the variables that this uses and then put them in native code here in this class, which I set up ahead of time for this purpose. And I'll tell you, this is going to be a bit of work, and it's going to it'll make it more challenging to reach the demo deadline, but if I don't optimize this, then I could be in for a world of pain when it's out. People saying it's slow, it's jittery, and all that. So I really need to avoid that. So this uses ALS movement action type, which is, yeah, that's a blueprint enumeration. So getting up. And then last movement input is another variable. I gotta make some of these functions. Gotta port them to native code. Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of work. Let me see. Let me check my bug list. I think maybe rather than doing that on stream, I might actually want to work on the practice field a bit. So I'm gonna go to the practice field. See if I can knock out some bugs. Oh yeah. Actually, there was a bug a friend wanted me to look into. We're going to go back to the danger room. We're going to test with Goothorn, the Dragoon. He told me that the Dragoon was damaging themselves when summoning their wyverns. I want to test that. So let's do this. Oh wow, he's right. I think I know why too. Where is the... So I think it's because... Yeah, oh, not that one. I wanted wyvern breath. Okay, so let's clean up some of this clutter here. So I think that there's this collider here, which I don't think is making testing against the that's on the same team or not. Handle knockdown collider collision. Yep, that was a problem. Wait, no, our actual's hostile. Self target actor. Let's try that again. Oh, and self. That's the target, and that's self. That test looks right. Hero character and self. So self, we have a team component, so that should work. Target actor. Okay. So yeah, a fair bit of this project is in C++. Oh, I'm going to make a change here. Alright, so that'll be easier to debug. Yeah, self. Yeah, again, it has a team component. Target actor was me. We should not be hostile. I'm going to run this test here. While I'm building and getting this back up, I want to give a few more shout-outs to some people who kind of came in shortly later. One of them is to Jessica Vino of Freedom Forge Studios, working on a multiplayer game. Is this your first one with Godot?
The player actually plays. Oh. Okay. In that case,
Jacob Dev, welcome.
Oops.
Yeah. Oh, I hate when Windows does that. Now I gotta bring all my windows back up, including the stream avatars. All right. And then, yeah, let's give shout out to Jacob Dev. That's going good. I'm just had to do a build, so I was in shout out mode, shouting out to all the engineers and developers. Oh, you don't stream? Oh, okay. Well, I know who does stream, and that is, let's see, Ice Bear Bear. Wait, let me make sure I got the words in the right order. Okay, Bear.
Oh, shit. Oops. May have gotten a little too close to that barrel. Nobody saw that, right? Good.
And one more, Jedem and Z working on a fantastic looking game. They can make shaders that you wouldn't believe.
Going to commit all day tomorrow to Idle Project since I took day off. Looking forward to Crystal Caverns. Yeah, so Stephen, good luck on everything and have a good rest. Appreciate you dropping by as always. Holy smokes! Holy smokes, sir, why not? Thanks for streaming. Enjoyed
Sir
hanging
underscore
here.
when not shared X 10,000. Thanks for streaming. Enjoyed hanging here. We'll come around a bit more often. GL with all. To all.
Thank you very much.
Yep. So there's just a few of the developers who I follow on Twitch and have really cool projects ranging from the bobblehead supermarket simulators to adventure games and everything in between. And all of you engineers, developers who are here, if you want to share your projects in chat, you are more than welcome to. Originally, this was a stream that was made for just sharing my stuff, but over time, I've liked to appreciate other developers and encourage them to share theirs as well. All right, so where was I? Okay, so we're going to test this now. Oh, we gotta use the right character first. Fix this bug. Okay, now we're going to test the factions and see what's going on. Okay, so they're true. Why are they true? So we have, okay, Team A. Who's A? So the Wyvern Breath is still Team 0. Okay, that's not right. So something's wrong with the Wyvern itself, which also means their fire damage was never working the whole time. Let's see. Wait a minute. Let me go to where it was spawned in the first place. Where's the spawn actor? Okay, so there's this actor spawn. Assign avatar faction. So this is true, so it should have assigned it. So let's go here. So let's make sure it's spawning with the correct... So I'm on team 2, which is red. What's the instigator team is 2. So then we set this. Finish spawning. Now detector the team has changed. Okay. Set team ID. And let's dive into this, make sure this is working. Yeah, there's team 2. Unless the team got changed later. No, team 0. Okay. So they are still... Handle team change. What was this? Old team ID, alright. Now I'm going to keep an eye out for the team changing a second time, because maybe that's what's happening. Okay. That's so strange. Let's try that again. See, also it's red, so it should be... What am I missing here? So initially it's team 0. And then the team changes to... Oh wait, 0. 0. Now it's 2. Yeah, my team get team ID, that's 2. Oh, I know why. Because this happened before it was assigned a team. That's why. Alright, so what I need to do is start... Okay, so we'll start by making the collider let's see, Wyvern Breath, which is the so we'll disable this. Which I don't know, that's kind of might be a little shady. I don't know if it's I don't think this gets called before begin play though. And update team. And this is 0. First time. Actually, alternately, what I could do something simpler than that. Let's do a test that we're not Team 0. Yeah, good evening, Breast and Wise. How are you doing? How are you? I'm good. Yeah, I'm good too. Do you have any new art posted on Blue Sky for us to see? Let's see if that works. Okay, good. But now let's make sure it actually affects other players. So we're gonna. I think this guy should be affected. Yep. Okay, that works. So I think that fixes it. Him posting. Oh, post on Discord now. Okay. Yep. So, Just Savino, how many streams do you have open right now? Okay, I think that's fixed. Alright, so I'm going to put that one in source control. Fixed bug where Wyvern Breath was incapping or damaging the owning hero. The instigating hero. Good. Only 7? Yeah, I wasn't planning on streaming tonight until kind of after work. I'm like, nah, what the heck, let's stream. Okay, so got that fixed. I know I had it in my bug list somewhere. Where did I? Oh, here it is. That is fixed. Oh yeah, I gotta go, another thing I meant to do for performance, I gotta go in the slog bog and turn off any shadows. Turn off all the shadows for lights that cast them that don't need them. So like, if I go here, and then shadow, you can't even tell that the shadows are turned off. So by turning them off, you get a little performance improvement. And for those of you who have not seen it before, let me show you the, this is an actual field. Call it the Slog Bog. This is actually an orc water park. No joke. This is an orc water park. So, yeah. Alright, so, next torch. Let's turn this shadow off. Oh, I can't even tell. Yeah, water looks good. Yeah, so I commissioned an artist to do the artwork for this game, and I wanted it to look like, you know, as professionally done as possible. But still trying to be like a cartoony-ish game. I'm not that great with art design and art, but I can do some basic things to save my life. Anyway, there's that, and so I'm working with them for actually several years, and I think I have what I need. So we're parting ways very soon, probably by the end of this month. Now this shadow I think needs to stay. This one is going to be very visible and important. I did reduce the shadow quality a little bit because the shadows were being expensive. I also want to show you all, same in the art front, been using Crocodile to simplify the art process. So let me show you, I don't know if Godot has or other engines do this, but I'm going to use stat GPU. And these are the stat counters for GPU. This means the render thread is taking 10 milliseconds per frame, and that's pretty good. We have 4.6 milliseconds on render deferred lighting, which, from my understanding, is like a bucket of tons of stuff. Not to worry about too much right now. What is important are shadow depths. Currently, that's at 0.78 milliseconds, 0.8 milliseconds. Maybe doing the shadow stuff, trimming it down a bit, will get that number down further. Anything that's like 1 or more, I am concerned. Well, anything that's more than 1 is worth taking a look at. But things like Lumen Screen Probe Gather are way over my head. These are things that are... I know people who have a full-time career simply optimizing things based on looking at these numbers. And that's how complicated it is. And they keep up with the latest engine improvements, optimizations, and all that. So I know the basics. I can get by. Let's see. Does this one show shadows? Let's see. Oh yeah, we want that. Next. Yeah, we're gonna keep that one. That one's fairly visible. And same with you. This one. Oh, that's. You know, I could live without this one. Same with this one. Oh. Alright, well, yeah, maybe that one should stay. Also, by the way, these wireframe shapes, this tells you like how wide the light reaches, and you want to try and keep that to a minimum. Some games are very expensive because these like take up the whole map, and you don't want that. Pretty sure I want that shadow though. All right, let's keep going. 8. Okay, so that one is. Yeah, I can live without this one. 9. Yeah, that's significant. 10. Probably significant. Yeah, I can tell. These two we're going to keep. Okay, then we've got the ones on this side, which are oftentimes not in the player perspective. Let's see. Oh yeah, I can kind of see the difference there. May have to keep all of these. Though this one's already kind of bright. Oh yeah, we want that. Probably this one too. Okay. And I think we need the rest. So, that should be it for... There we go. Okay, so we made some optimizations. Let me close the editor again. And we'll commit that. So I probably shaved off like a fraction of a millisecond, but you know, every millisecond counts. Every fraction counts. So there's got to be a point where you say, you know, it's fine versus this will work versus not work for 10 players. Some discrete shadows from Slogdog. Torches. Alright, I can knock that one out from the list. Okay, so back to perf stuff. Nameplates. Alright, so this one's taking up 2 milliseconds. I think this one, I'm going to switch up to one of the easier stuff. Nameplate tick slow. What is this? I don't remember why nameplates are ticking. When I say tick, I mean running once per frame. That's the Unity version of update or fixed Unity version of update or fixed update. That's actually update is. I don't know what Godot does for ticks. Okay. Close few windows we don't need. Just Godot is just tick. Okay. So let's look here. Okay, so I believe this was a timer based. Yeah. Okay, so I had this is like a custom tick slow. This is the custom function that I have on a timer. It runs every 0.1 seconds, but I don't remember why I had it here. And I don't know why I'm updating the name. Why am I updating the actor name every 0.1 seconds? Why am I doing this every 0.1 seconds? It may just be old code. Oh, and this, update ball player. Well, heck, I should just nativize this. It'll probably save me another few nanoseconds or microseconds. Yeah, get my optimization hat on here. I don't know why I was doing this. I also don't know why. Yeah, last known. There must have been a reason for this. Get nameplate actor name. Yeah, I don't know why I was doing that. Okay, let me restart the editor. Kind of reset my thoughts here. Ideally, like the name should be set initially once, and if it ever changes, then there should be like an event for that. It should not be polling. Which is another cause of suboptimal games, is a lot of polling when you can be using events instead. Alright, so let's clear all this up. I'm just going to make this do nothing. And I want to see what happens. Alright, well so far so good. See, I got my nameplate with my computer name on it. Oh, and just, you know, I updated the health bars a little bit, so I'm running with this new design. So instead of having the black, you know, the black boring border, now it's actually got something a little more regal. That was in response to feedback from someone who, one of the testers who came by and mentioned it. So that it didn't really look stylized, it kind of looked boilerplate. So, it was easy enough to do. Oh yeah, also it tints according to the team. So we got, now it's kind of a reddish border. I mean, a blue team, it's a bluish border. It looks all right, I think, in the game. And I don't think it stands out too much. Not too distracting. Well, the other thing I got working, I guess I have to show you in a map. is, let's go back to Slogbog. So I got it so that if you press F1 during the match, it will give you a cheat sheet of your abilities and their keyboard bindings. Just like in every other hero shooter and maybe certain MOBAs. But yeah, you should not, there's no reason to get stuck. Instinctively, players probably learn to use F1. Hi, Sherox, welcome. Have you ever used Unreal to render a character with path tracing? I don't think so. Okay, so here we go. Here's F1 key. Oops. I forgot that puts the game in wireframe mode. But yeah, so here's your stats here. And the key bindings to the left. Yeah, it's just not the same with the wireframe, but... And then it just disappears when you press it again. Assuming I ever get response back from my keyboard. Right. Yep, and there it goes. So that's fairly new. But now you have me intrigued. Path tracing. Are you referring to, are you referring to this? With ray tracing? Boy, you know, things seems like this maybe you want to make one of those, you know, point and click, you know, story games, kind of sometimes when it looks so good. And if it's a path tracing. Oof. Oh yeah, that's nice. Windows 10. NVIDIA RTX. Well, tell you what, Shirox, go ahead and ask your question. And let me see what kind of answer I can put together based on my very limited knowledge of path tracing. Enable be denoised. Did you have a... What was your question regarding rendering characters with path tracing? See, I don't know path tracing, but maybe I could help you point you in the right direction. Wow. You've been using Sequencer for your render. I added various options for path tracing, but no matter what I try, the render always looks sharper in the viewport than in the final output. Okay. All right. So according to the search, you could try disabling OCIO in movie render graph settings. I don't know, but I'm just going to throw out some ideas here, and maybe that'll help. So it's searching the right keywords. So try this link, and try this search phrase. And maybe, because this right here, Path Tracer looks much better in viewport versus exported image. So that might be something that's relevant. Oh, here's another one. Let's give you one more link here. Okay, here's the viewport, and then the movie. Okay. Yeah, maybe those will help you. I hope. Maybe they'll help. Okay. So. Okay. So again, good luck with that. I hope it helps. So back to this. So by changing this here, I'm no longer polling. Oh, and let us know if anything works. I'm curious to know. Okay, so we're not updating the actor name or the active widget switcher index. Oh. Yeah, but I shouldn't have to pull that. Start with the name first. Last known. Get nameplate actor name. Yeah, I kind of want to nativize this a bit. So where else do we update nameplate actor name? So we do it in construction. I can show you my character, but I'll try to fix the fixtures and the blurry details. Okay. Let me take a look. Oh, wow. I hope that fixes your issues. The blurry details, okay. That's definitely a scary monster. Okay. So we wait until we have a valid player state. Then we update the nameplate actor name, which pulls from the player state typically. Player nameplate. Okay, so that's the first time it should update. Now, when would it update after that? Okay, not here. Nameplate after controller changed. After controller changed. Okay, that's an event that we like. Player state changed. Then yeah, okay. So I don't see a reason at all why the ticking should ever have to do this. So now let's look at this, the widget switcher. Calculate the index. Okay, so this is debug flags may change. Nameplate show vitals. I think that's a debug command. Wait a minute. If this is setting this, then why isn't it just called the function too? Let's go back. Oh, okay. So we're going to do function. Update for widget switcher update. Silly name, but we'll do all this. Okay, so calculate, so what's it? Debug show vitals. update for widget switcher update. Next is debug show AI. Check. Okay, let me close a bunch of tabs here. Okay, and then POI actor, player state, valid, waiting to respawn. Okay. You know what? If the player state or controller changes, we should probably, just for safety, we'll do that. Maybe this is redundant too. No, it doesn't look like it. Okay, what was the third? What was the other one? Alright, yeah, waiting to respawn. Okay, so let's see if that works. I'm going to review what the widget switchers are. So we have this, vitals, respawn. Okay. So let me test this change by doing a quick, very quick match. And this, I kind of want to, well, this never showed up in the profiler, so I'm not worried about it right now. Yeah, so let's see how that goes. I'm going to let myself get in-capped enough times that I have to respawn. Oh. Oh, I forgot to put pips on the health bar. Those little vertical lines that tell you if you're at half or not. I forgot to do that. I'll have to do that next commit. But in the meantime, I'm going to let myself get in-capped a few times. Okay, last takedown before in-cap. Come on, kill me, I'm here! There we go. Oh, good, it's working. Good. So that means we don't need that tick anymore. That tick slow, we don't need that anymore. So, we don't have to bind the event. And then we can get rid of the implementation. So we don't need any of this. Bam. And what was the other thing? This we don't need anymore. All right, let me save that to source control. Removed tick slow timer in nameplate for performance. Now hero name and widget, active widget index are fully event driven. And I think it was in here. I wonder if I can find it. Oh. I know I saw it somewhere. Well, in any event, that should be fixed. So let me make a note of that. Oh yeah, was it get nameplate actor name? That's the one, but yeah. So game frame 160 microseconds. Oh, you can't see it from there. Yeah, 160 microseconds. And that should no longer be an issue. Okay, that's fixed. And let me do address the task. Oh yeah, crowd updates. Let me go there. See if I can find it here. Yeah, so patron orc update overlaps. Okay, crowd patron. Okay, Christian presets proud patron. Okay. Now I forgot how the patrons work. This is stuff I haven't touched in over a year, so bear with me here. In play. Random fidget. I thought I did a raycast somewhere, like a line trace. About overlap. No? Maybe I did that in the crowd component. Crowd manager. Oh no, that's Unreal's. Yeah, here we go. Trace or overlap. Okay, this spawns them. Darn, I forgot. I thought I did a line trace so a patron knew if there's one standing next to them so they would look at them and talk to and act like they're talking to them. That's how much detail I want in the crowd. Maybe it was a random fidget. Oh, that's just a montage. Turn toward locus. Oh, wait a minute. Is that AI? That No, it's not. No calls? Did I tear stuff out in the past and never clean up? I just don't remember. So there they are. See, they're kind of cheering a bit. But I notice they're not. Yeah, that guy's talking to the other guy right now. And he's creepily looking back. Darn. Maybe something in the animation blueprints I did. Let me make absolutely sure, 'cause I just don't remember. Why is they have their own object channel crowd patron? Oh. Here we go. This is a state machine. This is a hierarchical state machine that powers the crowd. Okay. Maybe this was it. Yeah, that's it. Okay. Alright, so first make sure I got no existing changes in flight. Okay. Nope, no changes. Okay, so find neighbor. Yeah, these need to be cached. So spawn patrons. Update patron neighbors. Wait a minute. Is this running on just the server or for everybody? Oh no, it's everybody. that could be a little expensive. We're doing it all at once. Well, maybe I'll just have it cached the first time. I don't like the idea of stopping the main game thread to do a ton of line traces. That'll create a hitch. We don't want that. So we're going to do it on demand. We're going to do it the first time and then... okay. Okay, so now we do these line traces. We're going to get the neighbors from the patron. Opponents. Cache neighbors. Actually, no, that should be in its own section. Oh, left neighbor, right neighbor. Okay, you can do that. We want actually no, we don't want const. Cache the neighbors. Now we do these traces. Probably just copy this straight up. Copy this whole thing, I think. Sharax, thanks for the follow. Good to have you here. Get location. Okay. Then we copy this logic. Okay. Okay, so if this works, then this is kind of a one-shot deal, the tracing. Oh, you know what, I just had a thought. Oh, wait, is the collider static? I wonder. No, I think this is good. Let's run with this. I'm gonna also see if it's a static collider or not. Okay, done for now. Too tired for today. Going to sleep. Good night and have a good day. 'Cause your time's probably different. Yeah, it's 8:30 p.m. here, so can't say I'm too far from going to sleep. So I gotta be up a little early tomorrow. So we'll see. So yeah, you have a good night too, and wake up all rested and ready to tackle that padding problem. And while we're waiting for this to come up, I'm going to share a redeem I added to the stream a few streams ago. It's the Mega Kitty redeem. Which, by the way, let's see how she's doing. Aww. And for those of you who don't know, the official soft drink, the unofficial soft drink of the stream is Coca-Cola. They're like a refreshing ice cold Coca-Cola, and Mega Kitty approves 100%. See how excited she is to get her mouth on that delicious Coca-Cola. Let's see how that works. Here we go. So now this is the socializing with random neighbor bit. So we haven't cached him, so let's cache him now. Let's find the neighbor. Good, we found one. Assign it here. Assign the right one if any exists. And we are cached. And return the left one. Alright. So now they should be socializing as usual. Anyone socializing here? Yeah, that guy. That guy in the center row right there. Looks like he's socializing. Cool. Alright. So what does that mean? One other thing. I want to look at their colliders. I want to see if it's static or not. Oh, it's movable. Ooh. Vital mesh component, what's that? Well, in any event, the capsule... First, let me make sure there's no colliders on this. No collision. No collision. Alright. This needs to be static, because they never move. So, we don't want to do any runtime updates. Okay, so now they are static. Okay. Now, the scans should still work. Let me double check that we still get a valid test. Alright, good. Yep, we still get that. Look for any ones that socialize. Oops, I didn't mean to hit spectate. Now I gotta wait for everything to load. But the new redeem I have is, let's see, it's just go here, and then Mega Kitty. Alright, let's do that again. Oh, what's this? Scene route has to be movable if you like to move. When am I moving them? So I'm moving that at some point. Okay. It has to be movable. Are they moving? Doesn't look like it. Alright, let me take this problem one step at a time. Let's undo the blueprint change. So we're going to do this. Socialize with neighbor. So I don't think we need this function anymore. And this also means I don't think we need this included anymore. Okay, so this is still a win because now we're only testing for neighbors once instead of every time. But yeah, all those movable capsules make me nervous. That's not very performant. So let's make sure we're not getting those messages anymore. Okay, looks like we got some socializing. This guy here talking to him. He's talking to him. Okay. So, let's commit that change, because that's a win right there. Patron, crowd patron. Line traces now only happen once per patron. Right, technically twice, instead of regularly. Okay, now I want to know why there's movement involved. Maybe a good reason for it. Okay, the idle mesh component. Stationary. Let's set these to stationary. Okay, good. Now, let me do some profiling here, see if I've gotten any wins from that. Alright, let's see what we got. So this was kind of short. Let's look at a random. See this. Game thread. Okay, animation updates. Again, I know those are expensive. 2.8 milliseconds. Ouch. Oh, particle systems a little bit. Is this the same frame? Because it looks like 2 frames. Oh. That's taking up a little time. I'll look into that later. Here we go. Crowds. Alright, animation ticks. Alright. I just want to make sure that the skeletal component, yes, gives some mini bones. Wait, where's that? There's another optimization I want to look here. Yeah, good. Only 2 close from render. That's the best. So they're fine stationary. But I didn't see any mesh updates. Skin mesh component, tick component. Probably for animation. I wonder if can I turn off, what if I turn off ticks on the mesh component? I wonder if they still animate. I'm just curious. Waiting for that guy to stop talking to the other patron. Oh great, now they're talking to each other. That's funny. So the trash talking going on there. More people are going to stop looking at each other. Oh, he got it. Well, no ticking is, that's good. That'll save us a little time. So just some animations. I'll need to see about optimizing my drawing a bit. Field POI container. Oh, I may need to even nativize some of that too. Oh, what's this ticking about? Hero switch hint. Yeah, more blueprint nativization to do there. Oh, here we go. Tig animation. Yeah, playing montages. Okay. Alright, I think I'm going to leave this be because it's working. And why is the editor slow now? Okay. So let's, but I'm not going to make him static. I think that's going to cause problems. But stationary should not be an issue. Alright, so we'll say minor optimizations to crowd patron. Cross that off the list, but if I see it come up again, then I'll go back. But that should give us improvements in the crowds. Okay, so then we got environmental query tests running at 2 milliseconds a frame. Oh, POI nameplates. Don't need this anymore. Probably get rid of. Hang on to these two though. Oh, main instance. Okay. All right. Let's see what else I got. I'm going to make an update to my release roadmap here. This is providing some pretty deep insight into what's going on here. I haven't updated this in a while. Okay. Yeah, this needs. I really need to update a lot of these. Oh yeah, the practice field. There was a bug in that I wanted to fix. Okay, but tasks. So. First, need to make marketing, need to make video shorts and new screenshots. Before I do other major developments, I will need to do that. More shorts and new screenshots. I need to make a lot of shorts. So ideally I would post one a day for 30 days, maybe even more than 30. And that ultimately increases, and post them on YouTube as shorts, Instagram, TikTok, and then post them, every day. And then what that does is, if I do that for 30 days or more, then every day is a new chance to get noticed by someone who could help kind of get the word out. And also probably X and Blue Sky. But yeah, every day is a chance to get the game shown around. And I need to do that before the demo, because I need to build wish lists before the demo's out, and during the demo as well, but mainly before. So the demo itself is also boosted by Steam's. Mega Katie's up. And there she goes. Yeah, demos are boosted by Steam, and so I need to be smart about that. So we make video shorts and new screenshots. And while I do that, let me pull up the practice field. So that's sort of the main, that's like the big one. And I think there may be nothing holding me back from that. I gotta go through my bug list and look, but I think there's nothing holding me back from that now. Because really, especially in the past year, I've been kind of asking myself, when am I gonna get this game out? It's been 4 years, even if it is in my free time. But I mean, you got the core loop is working. There's not a lot. There's optimizations to do, yeah, but beyond that, there's not a whole lot that's going to really change without tons of feedback. So, and the first step to that is getting the content out to share on social media. So, and I think the game is overdue. In fact, I should have gotten the demo out 2 years ago and focused on just 2 fields. But instead I have 8 fields I can share. So, and that, and kind of polishing, trying different things, throwing away things that didn't work. It's been a lot of time, and it's time to get it out. So, the video shorts, new screenshots first. After that, let's see, prepare for the demo. And we're going to do 2 fields, 9 heroes. Let's see, what am I not going to have? Okay, we're in 2 fields. We're going to have personal stats, but leaderboards, personal stats. Community servers. And let's see, community tools, quality of life tools. Flagging players who are trolls, who are abusing chat. So we'll try to not matchmake with them, and it will squelch their messages in chat. So it's important to know and improve gamepad support. But what I will not have for the demo release is the ability to make your own custom fields, Twitch integration, achievements, or let's see, the other fields. And I think there's a few other things that I'm leaving out. Steam Deck support, Linux support. But yeah, this is going to be, I think, the demo. And I think 2 fields is all right. You don't want to don't give them the farm. So prepare for demo release, then get the demo out. We need a trailer. That's going to probably take me a few weeks by itself. So demo trailer, and that's why spring is going to be cutting it pretty close, actually. Demo trailer. And of course bug fixes. And then release the demo. And then after that, I think that's about as far as I can go right now for planning that. Alright, so I still gotta reach out to content creators. Oh yeah, the marketing, that's when the marketing takes place. So this will be like pre-demo right here. And then for the demo, let's see. Content creators, news aggregators, social tourists, Next Fest conferences, indie themed events, and all that stuff. Yeah, more video shorts, and all that. I miss the old days when I could just release a game and move on, but that's not how it works. And then early access. So yeah, that's kind of what I'm looking at right now. But I think I might be at the point where I'm ready to make those shorts and all that. So I'm gonna flesh that out a little more on my own time. And I wanted to fix a bug in the practice field. Oh yeah, I want to change this overlay too. This isn't consistent with the art style and it looks blurry. But the pads I think are okay for now. Oh yeah, there's no health bar. Where'd my health bar go? Is there maybe a component I'm not... Oh, no, that's being called. How does a regular match do it? Game feature action. Oh, maybe I don't have the right game features for... Manage viewport layout. Maybe I called it from here. Here we go. I must not be calling this from. Let's see, what's this? Unactivated. Ah. Okay, so that's that. But what is the practice field doing? Oh, nothing. All right. See if we get a health bar now. It doesn't look like it. Okay, let's try that again. Ah, there's no POI tracker component. Pinwheel. Hero pawn. Where was it added? POI tracker components. Let me go back to a non-practice field and try that again. POI tracker component. Oh, that was in match game state. Ah. Alright. POI tracker component. Okay, so we need one on the practice field state. Oh, there isn't one. Oof. Practice field. Alright, then we'll go ahead and add the POI component. Alright, let's see what you think of that. There we go. There's our nameplate. We'll practice against the AI here. Ah. Nice catch. Cool. All right, that one is working now, so let's save this. Close that out. And while I'm getting this finished up, let's look at Mega Kitty. Okay. So we're Mega Kitty, and then let's see, who can I rate? Okay, so I think this will wrap things up for the evening. Been on for a bit, and I think it's time to start relaxing before bedtime. Don't want to go to bed all wired up. So I'm going to see who to rate us off to. Ordinarily, I rate us off to another developer, but I'm going to do things a little different this time. I'm going to rate us off to Air Force Game Player, who is playing Pinball Effects. And you can get see a little pinball action from Air Force. So thanks everyone again for coming this evening. This unplanned stream worked out really well. Got a lot of bug fixes in. Got a lot of stuff done. There's still a lot more to do, though. So, with no further ado, I will send us all off to Air Force Game Player playing Pinball Effects. And thanks again. I'll maybe see you all, maybe Friday, but most likely Monday, this coming Monday at 7 Central Time.